Hi, my Taurus and Taurus rising friends, Sondra from For Your Chi, and this is your April of 2026 reading. Happy birthday if you are an April Taurus, by the way. And let's get into it. Okay, so the first thing I see here is your first house, the next 36, 72 hours or so of April. Well, you appear to be in some sort of financial pinch, and try not to overspend. I'm going to try to post this reading a little early. Try to save a little if you can. There could be an unexpected expense coming up, yet they want you to remain positive. Now, this is going to be very important for not only this month, but this message, because I see a lot of Taurus people thinking, even if they're not saying it, negativity regarding finances and what you think or feel like you deserve. You deserve nothing less but the best because of what you simply bring to the table and who you are. And you are a reliable person, and you're a hard worker, and you do all of these things for so many people. And yet you feel like you get shit on all the time for no good reason. I feel like the Tauruses are complaining about something to do with no good deed goes unpunished. That attitude, outlook is not helping you at all this month. It's actually hindering you. So whenever those thoughts creep up into your mind, I want you to say out loud, cancel, and I want you to replace it with something much better. And use an affirmation and say it 3 times. My income constantly increases. Something like this. The universe always surprises me in happy ways. Exceedingly happy ways. Use your own discretion and judgment there. Now, this message is going to be particularly important when we're talking about your second house. You have karma in the second house of money and stuff. Something is karmically coming to you this month, and you want it to be a good thing. That's why I'm saying it's going to be important to consciously dismiss these pessimistic thoughts that creep up into your head, okay? And also communicate clearly. Now, some of you may be receiving a family heirloom this month, or receiving the message that there's something coming to you that's going to be passed down to you. The karma card is always, as Annie Botticelli always says, for better or for worse. You want it to be for better. So make sure that you are paying attention to your thoughts and that you're keeping them high vibrational with this karma card in your second house, okay? Your third house, your brother or sister, they are panicking about something. Something has triggered them, and 90% of the time this card is talking about the panic is only the fear of the thing that's actually not going to happen, but they think it is. All right. But here's what I want to say. No need to worry. So you've got no need to worry on top of the fear panic card for your brother or sister. So just reassure them that it's all going to turn out fine. Fourth house, house of home, where you currently live. You have the teacher, the mentor card. What lesson are you learning at home? Or is there someone who's teaching you a lesson about homes or home upkeep, caretaking? Is there a visitor coming to you that's trying to teach you? Whatever this lesson is, they're saying it's the perfect timing here, so take this information and put it in your back pocket for another time because you're going to need it. Now, if this is not talking about your home, this could be talking about your father or your father figure where he's learning something that's going to be incredibly valuable for his future. And that's also a very good thing. Your fifth house, your house of social life, social circle, fun friends. This could be dating for those of you single Taurus people. This could also be a younger child for those of you that have multiple children. Well, they are reminiscent in times past here. Or it could be you reminiscent of times past, of a previous relationship or a previous friendship that no longer exists, and they don't want you to go there. They don't want you to stay there in the past, the message rather, your highest guides, because you're getting a no here. So yes, it's okay to reminisce, but then you need to move on. Because this situation no longer serves you, something about it. It wasn't meant for you, ultimately. Your 6th house, now here's where it gets peculiar. Your work, your health. Someone's not telling you the truth here. Many of you, this is about work. Pay attention, because when this person says this information to you, it's not going to make any sense. And so you're going to need to ask questions. And even if you don't ask questions of this person, you're going to be digging around, asking questions of other people to try to corroborate this person's story or get more information, and you should. Now here's where it gets weird, because even more weird, you've got the romance card. Are some of you like in a romantic relationship at work? Now, the only other thing that I have seen with this combination, and this happened recently, was because 6th house rules health, you could meet someone in a doctor's office, which I know I gave that message several months ago to a Libra, and that actually happened at a place called the doctor's office. Okay, it's very strange, I know. But you could meet a person at the gym, in a romantic setting. All right. Now, if that happens, I would just make sure that you are double checking this person out with the deception card. Get a reading. Doesn't have to be me, someone that you trust. If you do want a reading, I have a booking link below. And you can check out my calendar and book, but just be watchful of all of that situation, okay, with the deception and the romance card, because that's a little shaky, right? All right, let's see who's around you in your 7th house of primary partnerships before we go to the extended. You have Cups, so that's a Scorpio, a Cancer, or Pisces. You also have a Sword card here, so that is a Aquarius, a Gemini, or a Libra. If you want to follow me, the link is below. It is on Patreon. Tier 2 is what you want for all the extended readings, or you can just get the video for the Taurus for the month of April. If you're not interested in a subscription, we're going to be going over your 7th house of primary relationships and business partnerships, your 8th house of taxes, contracts, legal matters, intimacy, the source of your significant other's income, your 9th house of school and travel, your 10th house of career or your mother, your 11th house of your eldest child or your best friend, and the 12th house, what's about to happen 3 months from now in the month of July. Many blessings to you, Taurus. Thank you for watching, and take care.